Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome to. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's Acorn. It's Acorn. It's Acorn. Today we are reviewing Reach and Pact. And you may be wondering, okay, why are you doing two stations at once again? I thought you were top that because this is way too small to do a full review on. And do I have to explain this? How the fuck do I review Reach? Because Reach is an ultra low pop station, as in literally 0 to 7 people, I'm going to be reviewing it differently than every other station. So it's going to be out of 5 instead of the usual 30. And I'm simply going to give a +1, +1, 0, or -1 for each department, talk about design and decor, and then tally it up and move on. First of all, right here, there is a shuttle console, and this thing is entirely drivable, which I'll talk about in the design section. I like these consoles being here. I like Haas's locker being here, because it has to be somewhere. The only brig cell being like also perma is a consequence of the map design, but whatever. I like Cap's room, and I like the sec back room. Pretty good. Command gets a +1. Security gets a +1 as well. Medical, I am also very much a fan of. What do I like about this? I am weirded out by the sectioned off little things here. Like, these feel a bit tacky, especially for a med bay that's so space restricted. Like, what I would have done is I would have like completely eliminated these being here, moved this table here, but whatever. The chem is amazing, has an amazing use of space, including every chem machine, and even though it spills out a little here, it's pretty good. And yeah, medical gets a +1. Cargo is fully functional actually. Tests his own thing right here. Well, I normally complain about Salvage's thing, like Salvage will have their own dock. Do I really have to on this one? That's not a fair criticism. But it is fully functional. You can deposit things into out here, all that. You have a direct connection with science, which is interesting. Yeah, I'll give it a +1. Psi is a semi-functional. Maybe wondering, where's the anomaly stuff? Anomalies cannot generate on shuttles. And as such, okay, citation. They can't spawn on shuttles, but I'm not sure if that applies to Reach or not. But I'm going to assume it isn't. This is a debug tool called a point generator. It's allowed here due to the size of the map and lack of a proper anomaly room. Overall, this gets a 0 because it feels a little bit cramped. Like, this could have been expanded out here a bit without compromising the shape of the shuttle. Like, could have been worked on here. It gets a 0, but there's no major issues. Service. Janitorial closet, no issues. Shoved into a corner, as it should be. I'm a big fan of this like open space with. I'll talk about decor later, but I'm a big fan of the design of this. I'm a big fan of bar, bodied service, like kitchen. I'll be right here. I wish body had their own thing, and this like sign was moved to like back here or something. But I'll give it a +1 because I just really like the design of having these like sectioned off areas, and even if you wanted to, you could like completely remove all these problems and just make something else here if you wanted to. There's plenty of space to stick around in. NG. The only thing that's getting a -1. This is because engineering is being powered by what is effectively an exploit. For context, this is an RTG. RTGs normally just output a constant amount of power, and they're powered by salve, and they are powered for the whole round, whatever. This is a broken RTG, which used to be breakable to give out rads as a damaging thing. This is an exploit that got patched out and is still being designed around to this day. Why? I don't understand it. You could have just put an AME here and have it not be a problem, but you had to put this here. Bit of a weird thing, but it's kind of an age issue, similar to that list. The rest of IG is pretty alright, I will say. I don't have any major issues with it. Yeah, no, like Amos down here, despite the stretchiness of the engine snapshot, pretty good. It's got enough room to do stuff in it. You can even have a gas mix going on here. And space to build something out here. Because remember, you can't build on these. Like, you can frontier this shit. And now let's talk about the design. First of all, immediate ups for designing an entire flyable station and making an entire round function around it. Because this works. Like, I have played on Reach before, even when it was like the second they fixed like a major DDoS issue that was like crashing all the servers constantly. I played around on Reach that lasted 2 hours, despite like 50 people showing up because we were all just having a good time expanding the shuttle and dicking around. It's a fully functional station. It works. Besides that, though, it doesn't really have much special in it, like station-wise. I would have preferred this area become something because this really just serves as like an extended hallway to Atmos. The maintenance, there could be more maintenance areas. I feel like this could easily, like, you can easily just wrap it around in like a couple areas of maintenance, or put like a maintenance satellite here without compromising the ship design. But I can see why you wouldn't want to do that. Arrivals and evac being at the like same place is a cool design. I will now talk about decor. The decor of this place fucking slaps in some places. Like this surface area, ooh, this glass floor gives and like these carpets. This gives such a luxury feeling. Basic use of decals and engineering to give that rustic feel. This hallway is a little boring for my tastes, but there are attempts to spruce it up with a couple plants, even though these kind of feel out of place. I don't know, just gotta have more done with it. I was a better one usual, so who cares? The bridge, despite the edge of trashiness, is very well decorated. Feels very official. You even have a seat for each command member. And the arrivals thing, like, this feels like a luxury entrance. I like it. Gonna give it a solid. I'll just mix design and decor to one. It's not like it's not like this review is gonna be that serious. I'll mix them into +3. And scores being flashed on screen now. Yeah, Reach. I don't really have anything I'd change. A couple of minor things, but who cares? Like minor nitpicks. Yep, it's a fully functional, self-contained little station in a box. I kind of like it. Moving on to Pact. Pact is a weird one. I'll explain, but for now, let's just preface this by saying it's a weird one. Okay, where do I want to start? Let's start with command. Why not? Okay. This is a very nice command area that I like quite a bit. I like the consoles for each command member being here. I like this little break area with the thing in here. Gravity being up here is a bit weird, but I'll talk about it more when we get to NG. Vault is good. It has its own thing for the Duke, which it should. Cap's office really feels like a office with the chair being put at the back. I kind of like that. It's a nice touch. 2 consoles here, and his bedroom is adequate. Command gets a solid 4. I have no issues, but there's nothing that really makes it pop to me. Sec. This sec area is packed. You get it? It's packed, pretty packed in. The entrance is double done, which is good. 2 break cells of each of adequate space is nice. This flasher being placed here already really helps deal with shitters when you're dealing with like a new warden or a newer sec team, along with a front desk that actually functions. The locker room I feel could be a bit bigger. Like this is a mid to low pop station, not just a low pop station. You could easily fit more here. Detective's office is nice and furnished. I like how it's actually part of fucking sec instead of being a maid's for no reason. Map designers. Haas's office is alright. I like how this like equipment room is sectioned off from armory. Very nice touch, very nice touch. Perma, I feel could be a no, it's a good enough size, I'd say. Yeah. It's a good enough size, but I don't really have complaints about Burma. Especially for a station of this size. This is not goddamn Origin. Yeah, this sec area, solid 4. Got no major issues, and it's just really, it's like, this is a very keep it simple, this is a very keep it simple, stupid sec area. Don't got much to say about it. Very, very keep it simple, stupid. Cargo. We'll talk about the decor of this later. I do like this. This is a very nice cargo department. I really like this sectioned off line with that hop where like that hop gets. Very nice touch. The large reception area is very good, leading to an adequately sized cargo room. And you have these two consoles in the same place, which is very good. Jim's office feels a bit shoved in a corner, like he's still not being respected as a head properly, but potato, potato. Back room is very nice touch. I do think that this could just be expanded into like another reinforced wall here. It feels a bit awkward having like an entire 3 window down window next to reinforced wall and steel walls. Minor nitpick, but whatever. A fully functional Ripley from the start of the route is a weird choice, though. Pretty sure Flan had something similar. Whereas Flan has like the massive size to justify it. Pact is a mid-pop station. I'm not sure it's as justified here. Salve is weird. This is the only part that I genuinely do not like. I'll talk about the decor later. But this feels very like 2 lockers shoved into a corner, and then this long ass thing to a magnets, and the conveyor belt that never gets used because salvage are gonna fly to here. Why? I don't know. Just does not feel right to me. There's a couple things I like, a couple things I don't like. That balances out at a 3 to 5. Really not a fan of this. This also, by the way, gets destroyed at 1 meteor. And no people could probably say, oh, but this was designed before meteors were added. Meteors have always been in the game pretty much. Pretty much since the dawn of 14, they've been in the game. They're just more common now. You can't blame that. You can't blame like meteors being an issue. Oh, the meteor changed. No. It has always been a map design issue. Let's move on to service. Yeah, let's do service. Service. This EVA room is kind of shoved here, but it's fine. No issues. This hop office is very nice. I like it quite a bit. I like the line with the doors here. That feels very natural with the flow of the hallway. I like how he has a second, like, almost bookkeeping area besides the main desk. Yeah, this is a very, very, very nice hop area. Janny shoved in a corner, but who cares? It's Janny. Their location feels natural though. It doesn't actually like it doesn't feel like an afterthought, but it doesn't feel like, oh, this space is empty, let's fill it here. Library does feel like it was designed as an afterthought. Like, remove these central bookshelves, give this a proper door, give it some space. This feels very compressed for no reason. Very packed for no reason. You're gonna hear a lot of that joke. Dorms, bathroom, whatever. Fucking the one thing I will fucking say, this is funny. Competitive shitting is really fucking funny. But still, no station IRL would be designed like this. Despite how funny the competitive shitting is, I cannot accept it as being a good thing. Fucking competitive shitting, good lord. Cool little clothing area, I'm a big fan. My clown room is adequately sized, good enough. The chapel I am actually a very big fan of in this station. Like, this chapel is very solid. It has for a low pop station, it's very solid. You have the chapel with their shown chair behind the podium here with a thing, or We have a confession, organ, church organ. We have a confession booth that actually has the guy like sitting to the side, which is what actual confession booths usually do. Take notes, people. And a side room with a coffin in it for funerals and the like. Back room, nice. They have a nice little office and a very nice morgue and crematorium. Very good chapel area. This is a very robust service area. Jesus. Musician having their own stage back here, by the way, really cool. Which more stations would include this? I know Bagel does it. I'm a big fan of how Bagel does it. Um, Bar is very nice. Either I'm dumb or and like this is an old snapshot, but I'm not a fan of how there's no door here. I don't know. Like, get rid of this arcade cabinet. Get rid of this stupid table here for no reason. Put a double door here. That way it feels much more natural to come in and out of. Bar itself though is pretty good. I like this little side thing. I like them having direct path into kitchen as well as Bonnie. The Bonnie area itself has room for animals, which just gets broken over by these shutters, but that's not that counts, isn't it? Hydro is right next to Kim, which is also a very good feature. I wish more stations had. Their back room, having a tray in it, you already know it's going to grow in here. Illegal substances and fruits. Get fruit. Kitchen's very nice. I'm not sure about having bartenders' office or like back room part of the kitchen. Like they're not that closely related that you can really trust that, but it's fine. If I would have done like redone this, I would have walled this off and then like shimmy this wall over one, get rid of this, move this over, get rid of this. Smaller fridge, but like walled off bar back room. I don't know. Personal preference. Data for service, I believe. No, law. This is a very nice courtroom. Feels very natural, very nice. Even have a fax in here, which more things should have. Clothing vendors, update, and an evidence locker, and even spot for the accused to sit, or whoever's getting interrogated slash yelled objection at. Now I believe that's it. I believe it is. This service area gets a 4 out of 5. I like the chapel a lot, which compensates for the terribleness of the library. And that's pretty much Clash. Everything else is bog standard, not many issues with it. Besides this, but the chapel's good enough to compensate for this. Head south to NG. Where do I have to start here? Okay, first of all, this could have been a desk right fucking here. Instead of having these like public air cans that serve no purpose, just put a desk here. Would have been easy. Put a desk here for Amos. Have a double desker. Why? Why do we have one entrance and no way for people to come to NG and like ask for stuff to help them? What's the point of that? Besides that, this break room is a little too big. I feel like it could be easily be used for like more stuff. Maybe put these lockers, which are in the Smez room, and also like the Amos and NG lockers being in the same room is a bit weird to me. Maybe put them like look over here and give like Amos their own little thing back here, but potato. Excuse me, Jesus. Tech vaults, good enough. Don't care. Don't really care. Let's touch the cool room. Columns being close to NG is a nice feature, but uranium glass is a bit too much. This could have easily just been reinforced glass, and it would have been nice enough with the protection back here. But uranium glass feels a bit too, I don't know, meta. Like, don't get me wrong, comms should not be easy to sabotage. But putting reinforced glass in here just makes it a little too hard to sabotage, you know? I don't know, personal preference. Maybe not. Not sure. C's office, this could have easily fit a bedroom back here, but whatever. The singularity chamber, I'm a fan of how this is pre-set up for the Tesla. Like this right here, as is, you put one of these like here, one of these like between to like block off each emitter, fire it up, boom, Tesla done, easy, GG, no re. Big fan of that. Not a fan of how you have to unpack the rad generators and put them here. That's so fucking annoying and pointless that I genuinely cannot fathom why that would be a thing. Like, what's the point of that? Can anyone explain that to me? What is the point of just making NG do extra work besides, oh hey, let's make sure half the station doesn't fucking power for half the round? Don't understand. This like four-way airlock is such a weird little thing, but I kind of fucking like it, honestly. Like, it's so goofy, but it kind of makes fucking sense. The AME room's fine. The can storage room, I'm a big fan of. This little like wraparound thing that Amos does feels a bit weird, but I don't dislike it. It's unique. No, I do dislike it. This could easily been replaced by just like a solid wall with a pipe underneath, and just let this be like the exhaust area for the burn chamber, without causing like any major issues. But that's not what happened, is it? Okay. TEG itself is fine. This is a functional TEG that you can just set up without any modifications. Personally, I modify it, but that's personal preference. This is workable. NG itself, okay, the storage room is fine, I guess. I wish there was a door here so that this could like be brought out to this or easier, but this is a hard one. Yeah, no, that's a 2 out of 5. It's kind of, there's just a lot of issues here. Also, and one that I didn't mention, gravity center being all the way up here. That's not a fucking command thing. Gravity is an engineering thing. Ugh. Command's job is to lead, not gravity. But yeah, no, like there's just too many oddities here for me to like too much wasted space and wasted potential for me to give it like a 3. I honestly am, now I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking of giving it a 1, but that feels a bit harsh. It is functional. It is functional and it does have its own unique little things. Yeah, no, I can't go 1. Like that doesn't. It's a 2. It doesn't fit, but it's a close 2. Okay, this medbay is fucking weird. Okay, paramedic room, I'm a fan of. I like the positioning of it. I like how fucking like front and central it is. I like having a reception area combined with a chem reception area in like one space before we enter bed. But then you get into the actual med bay, and jeez, this thing's huge. Like, okay, where do I even start here? Okay, let's to articulate why I don't like this. Let's look at other med bays. Let's look at here origins. Origins med bay. Where do you put the chems? Where do you set up like the main? Here's where all the stuff we use to heal people is. Origin here, sometimes here. Core here. Saltern here. Omega. Forgot this was a station, I'll be honest with you. You put here. Right here. Or even here. Or like anywhere here. Where do you put them on packed? Do you put them here where all these beds are? Do you put them up here where all these beds are? And all the currents? Do you put them here because this is like an in-between spot? Where do you put them? And that's the problem. It simultaneously has like a proper treatment area here, a proper treatment up here. And I know people are going to say, but this is meant for surgical outdoings. So then why is it so open? section this off, put a door here if this is meant as like where surgery comes out of. But as it stands, this is often where most of the like healing gets done because it's more natural because it's closer to chem, and it's more open than these because of the curtains. Feels very weird. CMO's office, I have no issues with. Like, it could have fit a bedroom if we got rid of this weird Bates area, but whatever. I don't know what the fuck this room actually is. I'm pretty sure it's like a backroom examination thing, but you know, it's not a bad thing. Don't mind it. Surgery doesn't get used. Surgery 2 also doesn't get used. The board could easily use an upgraded size. Like, this is a mid-pop station. Eight things, really? This could have been expanded. Like this, no one's gonna miss this tiny section of me. It's like, come on. Girl's got a door for surgery, but whatever. Virology, who cares? This storage room is fine. I'm not sure why this med bay has an entire bathroom all the way back here, though. Bit weird. And storage room is fine, though. Overall, I'm gonna have to give this. Talk about chem. Chem's good enough. No major complaints. Nothing to make it stand out either. It's got basic setup here, basic setup here. Split off the other components around the chem lab. It's alright though. It's quite alright. What kind of tactor? Size says last cool. Gonna have to give this a 3 out of 5. Yeah. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Like, this massive chunk here just feels awkward to, like, a massive chunk of it just feels awkward. It's functional, but it's just has that awkwardness that prevents me from liking it. And as everyone always says, the awkwardness killed the cat. No one says that. Yeah, sigh. Okay, let's start at the reception area. This is a proper reception area with the crafters. I wish the auto lathe down here, but whatever. Very good reception area. Very big fan. Robotics. I like that there's 2 chargers here. This feels like where boards will come back to fuel up and get their power back. Various robotics area. Bam, bam, boom. Bash, bash, bosh. Giving thing here. Pretty good. Artie's office is adequate. No issues. Anomaly room. I wish the anomaly servers and the anomaly generator itself didn't feel like it was sat in a broom closet instead of being the main focus of the goddamn department. Because again, the anomaly generator is fucking huge. It's imposing, it's dangerous. Same with the servers. They're stupidly dangerous. They explode. They should be treated like they explode. Server room, no issues. And this, okay, fucking half of this psi room, like psi area, is fucking hallways for no good reason. Like okay, let's look at these, like, which rooms are usable. This room's usable, this room's usable, this room's usable, this room's usable. You combine that all together, psi is like they barely make up more space. All the rooms, like, they're used combined, barely make up more space than the hallways. Why? Plus that for an AI core, which isn't properly implemented, but it's an AI core, it's never going to be properly implemented. But one thing I will say, and I'm going to talk about it a bit, this AI core causes so many fucking problems that could be fixed by just straight up shoving it literally anywhere else. Psi, though, excuse me, gets a 3 out of 5. I don't have any major complaints about it, besides the fact that it's all hallways, and the rooms themselves are good, even though I do wish that the anomaly room was a bit better. Everything else is pretty good. Now let's talk about design. There's not much unique design here to speak of, actually. This is a very station. Not much unique here. But there's lots to complain about. First of all, mains. These mains suck. You could have easily fit a main store like anywhere here. But you have to go all the way from like just to get around that mains area. Or to go but still, way too long mains with not a lot in them. Not a fan in certain sections. Not a fan of that. The mains rooms themselves aren't terrible. These what the fuck are these solars? But who cares? Whatever. Who cares? Main rooms themselves aren't bad. But one thing I am a massive criticism of is this stupid section. This is spaced round start. I think. I'm pretty sure it is. Either way, why is it sectioned off? Maintenance areas should not be sectioned off pointlessly for no reason. Don't. Pod here is a nice touch, allows baby to come back out. Why is there a double maintenance door? It just makes you feel like a hallway. Maintenance door should always be single. Back room here. This could actually fit an entire smez in it if you want to, or not a smez, an APC. If you want to repower the section mage, which also starts unpowered for some fucking reason. Then we have this weird section, which is an entire extended offshoot that leads to a Rainbow Arcade sitcom area with its own power systems and a murder pie. This is weird, but it's funny. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's just weird. It feels like a weird tumor almost on the station. I don't know. It's weird. So, and why is it all fucking airlocks? Commenters, let me know if this is something I'm not getting, some sort of in joke or thing from 13. Because I never played 13. Other than that, main bar is nice. This surgery room is pointless, but who cares? Not sure what's in this. I want to explore that right now, actually. Yeah. Disposals itself, though, I do not like. I feel like this is way too sectioned off for the rest of the station. Don't get me wrong, disposals shouldn't be part of a major transport system. It should always be if you toss yourself at disposals, you're going to the literal trash. But it feels even still a bit too sectioned off. I don't know. Might be my own personal thing, but yeah. Don't know, do not know. Arrivals itself, this disappoints me, honestly. This is Arrivals and evac, tech by association here. This could easily form an entire evac and Arrivals shield, which more stations implement. I talked about on train. This dongle here can easily become an entire shield for Atmos. And you have this weird thing it's so weird pointless decisions. Angry. Overall, though, this is a very stationy station that gets broken up in weird ways. This hallway gets broken up into 3 little mini rooms for no reason, and they have this massive 4 wide hallway with nothing in it. Design wise, it's a -2, especially because of this. This is so much space to give an AI core, and it actively causes the biggest problem. This is where evac shows up half the fucking time. In mains, surrounded by glass, that's always fucking space because of meteors. Why? And I'm not kidding. Half the time, it is equally as likely for evac to spawn here as it is spawn up here. Why? And this AI, and this would be so much better. You can even have this be a dilapidated evac if put more effort into it. But no, we have to give more room for this stupid fucking AI core for some goddamn reason. Solid -2. Decor wise, though, I kind of like it. I like the blueprints here. The dirtiness of cargo is very nice. Security feels very the armory feels very inhospitable, which as it should. Oz's office is I'm not gonna talk about that. The brig feels especially very oppressive. You fucked up if you're here. Command feels properly clean and luxurious and regal, along with Cap's room. The hallways themselves, okay, look at this. This is barren. You could easily put something here to make it a significantly less barren, but I'm just not a fan of big barren hallways that do nothing. Like up here, like even still, like 2 chairs, plant, boom, done, easy. Or even just put like move these things down here, put a window into sec here. Easy fix. But yeah, no, like this station has a long, boring hallway problem, along with like long and like big and boring empty space that's just not decorated. Like you cannot tell me this like cryo section doesn't feel like it was copped in. I guess is how I put it. I don't know. Oddly enough, and excuse me, my fucking headphones fell off. Oddly enough, though, certain areas in evacuation actually like feature very well done solutions to these issues. Like, did I see evac commitments? Like these blood splatters, very nice touch. Like some parts of like this, like almost like U-shaped body with the thing here for bar, very nice touch. Musician have their area. It feels weird because of this cutoff here, but this can easily be fixed. The musician area itself feels very moody. You could shut these curtains and have like a very moody concert in it. It's like in some places it's very nice. Like Hop's office is very well done. In other places, just long, boring hallways. And the problem is, all the good is canceled out by all the bad. It just sits at a flat zero. Yeah. All the good cancels out all of the bad, sadly. I wish this station could, like, got a bit of love. It's a bit old, and I feel like it could be used a solid update, like a fair bit more, what's the word? A fair bit more love that it's getting. Anyway, flashing scores on screen now. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube amount of crap. And yeah, let me know what station you want to see next in the comments below. And let me know what else you want to see. I'm down to do literally anything. I'm a man of the people, after all. Yeah. This is Station Review, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.